Welcome everyone as we gather to celebrate the marriage of Heidi Manlove and Christopher Shaw. Heidi and Christopher have gathered today before their family and friends to make a statement of their commitment to each other and to their love. We celebrate the coming together of the families Manlove and Shaw. It is said that through others we are somebody. Through this marriage, we broaden our family circle, remember our heritage, and recall those who gave us life. We call upon our family and friends who we are blessed to have in our lives, and our parents who guided us along the road to adulthood. We call upon family and friends who could not be here today with us. We know that they are here in spirit, and we ask that they be with us in our thoughts. As we begin this ceremony, we invite you to participate fully with your thoughts and prayers, inviting you to call upon your higher power, asking for a blessing of this couple and their married life. Bless this couple, their love, and their marriage as long as they shall live in love together. May they each enjoy a healthy life filled with joy, love, and stability. Now let's call to the directions. We'll start to the east. Be blessed by the element of air. May you be blessed with communication, intellectual growth, and wisdom. Now to the south. Be blessed by the element of fire. May you be blessed with harmony, vitality, creativity, and passion. Now to the west. Be blessed by the element of water. May you be blessed with friendship, intuition, caring, understanding, and love. And now to the north. Be blessed by the element of earth. May you be blessed with tenderness, happiness, and compassion. Love has its seasons, the same as does the earth. In the winter of love, there is parting and sorrow, but love remains, as do the stark and bare tree trunks in the snow, ready for the renewal of love in the spring, as life and love begin anew. In the spring of love is the discovery of each other, the pulse of the senses, the getting to know the mind and heart of the other, and blooming like buds and flowers of springtime. In the summer of love comes the strength, the commitment to each other, the most active part of life, the sharing of joys and sorrows, the learning to be humans who are each complete and whole, but who can merge with the other as the trees grow green and the tall heat of the sun. In the autumn of love is the contentment of love that knows the other completely. Passion remains and ease of companionship. The heart smooths love into a steady light, glorious as the autumn leaves. Next, Christopher will read a poem he wrote for Heidi and recited for her in this very garden on Valentine's Day this past year.
The Journey. Through the ether of time and space, my soul has wandered to find its place. Beaten, shattered, tossed aside, I long for love, always denied. In the void I hear a call, but dare I risk another fall? It calls me softly every night, to some place that's out of sight. I eschew my fears and start anew, oh patterns I wish to bid adieu. Her radiance ignites the long hard night, she's warm and loving and oh so bright. Her deep blue eyes can see my soul, she tells me things to make me whole. Her warm, sweet smile diffused my fears. This love I feel like none in years. As partner goes, no one compares. We work and play, we have such flair. I love our life without a doubt. My love for her I'll always spout. And that is why from this day and forevermore, you are mine and I am yours.
Next, Heidi will be reading a story that she wrote about how she and Chris met.
I'm not tall enough, but maybe you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. Thank you. Well, that's a tough act to follow, but I'll do my best. So I've read somewhere that love is the greatest adventure. I will never forget the night I met Christopher a little over 3 years ago. We were playing pool as part of a local meetup group event. He was showing others around the table a video he captured on his 360 camera of snowshoeing at Salt Creek Falls here in Oregon. While I was intrigued, it also looked death-defying, and I never snowshoed before, and the bridges and the trails looked harsh and narrow. We talked a little more about his outdoor adventures and about how both of us are new to Oregon. We left that evening parting ways in the parking lot by him saying, "If you ever want to go hiking, just let me know." I said, "Well, that sounds fun, but I'm at beginner status." I was thinking, there's no way I will be hiking with this Sporto anywhere. I would never be able to keep up. But what he said next made me realize that this guy is different. He said, "Oh, no worries. I was a Girl Scout troop leader and have taken a bunch of 9-year-old girls hiking and kayaking, so I'm sure I'll be able to keep up with you." After seeing Christopher again at a couple other local meetup group events, we finally planned a day to go hiking on the coast to Drift Creek Falls. What I found out about Christopher from this day hiking is that he rarely does anything half-hearted. He had the whole day planned out, and when we got out of his truck to start the hike, he took out this overly stuffed day pack out of his truck and put it on his back. I said to him, "I thought you said this was a short hike. What's with the big pack?" And he said, "Well, I thought we could have lunch when we get to the falls." And I was like, okay. I'm thinking in my mind, this is a pretty big lunch he must have packed. After going over a suspension bridge for the first time in my life across a canyon overlooking the beautiful falls, we found a place to sit for lunch. He pulled out his pack, and the most deluxe lunch I've ever seen came out of that pack. A waterproof picnic blanket and all sorts of individual charcuterie items like cut meats, cheeses, hand-cut fruits and veggies. This was so cute, and how much effort he put in this lunch. By the time he was done pulling out all the items in the blanket, we had a large feast for two. This was the last thing he pulls out, his eyes beaming with joy, he says, "Now here's the best part, my homemade chocolate." He had all sorts of dark chocolate with dried nuts, fruit, and even peanut butter. He had me at the peanut butter. So I thanked him and said this was really thoughtful and that he impressed me. And I asked him, why did he go through all this effort for a day hike? And he said, "Well, I wanted to ensure that you would come hiking with me again." So from that day forward, we've gone on many adventures together, and also as a family with Clementine and my mom. Many of these adventures are things I have never done before, and some of them have been white-knuckle scary moments, like walking across rivers on a narrow log, backpack hiking in the dark, looking for our campsite because we took too long to hike in the daylight, scuba diving at night, crossing over a steep, narrow snowpack bridges while snowshoeing, kayaking down a river that opens into an ocean, and having to lift myself out of my kayak and over a portage to continue the journey. We've also had other harrowing adventures, like my first time buying a home and the stay-at-home orders due to COVID-19. With all these adventures, Chris has been supportive, helping me along the way. He's proven to be a great partner on all of our adventures, and he's always willing to make the adventure the best experience for me. Given this, I'm excited to continue our adventure together. If love is the greatest adventure, I'm all in. As I know Christopher and his homemade chocolate with peanut butter will be right there with me.
Thank you both. The couple will be celebrating today with a hand fasting ceremony. Hand fasting is an ancient Celtic ritual in which the hands are tied together to symbolize the binding of two lives. I ask that Christopher and Heidi please join hands. The cords being used today were made by Christopher and Heidi. They picked out the colors and determined their meaning in accordance with what they wish to manifest in their lives together. They spent the next several nights working together to braid the cords while infusing them with their love and energy. and Christopher's side of the family. The color green was chosen by the couple to represent the blossom of love in their marriage together. The Shaws welcome their new daughter-in-law to the family with perfect love. I will now ask Ouija, Heidi's sister, to present the second cord representing Heidi's side of the family. The color plum was chosen by the couple to represent longevity, their commitment to each other, and their marriage together. The man loves welcome their new son-in-law to the family with perfect love. Finally, the couple has chosen the third cord with all the colors combined to represent the binding of separate lives together. I will bind these cords now, as we all wish blessings upon the couple and their union made this day. Tying these cords means that the couple is no longer two separate entities, but joined as one, bound together in mutual love. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day. As you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever, these are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when you fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes. Tears of sorrow, and as in today, tears of joy. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Christopher, do you accept Heidi as your wife, promising to stand by her in sunshine and in storm, through the high tide and low, in darkness and in light, through the good times and bad, providing for her happiness before your own, to cherish and respect her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Heidi, do you accept Christopher as your husband and Clementine as your daughter, promising to stand by them in sunshine and in storm, through high tide and low, in darkness and in light, through good times and bad, providing for their happiness before your own, to cherish and respect them as long as you shall live?
I absolutely do. I am yours, and you are mine, from this day to our last.
Your hands have been bound and fasted with this cord as proof of your commitment to each other. As this is a union of family and friends, I turn to those gathered here before us and ask if you give this marriage your blessing. Please answer, we do.
We do.
I ask that everyone together please repeat after me. We, your families and friends, now pronounce you married. We, your family and friends, now pronounce you married. Please seal this union with a kiss. Family and friends, please join me in celebrating the newly married couple. Heidi and Christopher will be greeting everyone at the arbor on the way out. Please make your way up to the great garden for games, dinner, dancing, karaoke, and most importantly, cake. Please, any pictures you take, please post and tag with hashtag #ManshawWedding so you can share them with Christopher and Heidi. Thank you for coming.
It's too leafy. I get both.